Hi there, this is Kerry from the Growth Club. As you all know, the last 2 weeks have been advertising week, and that's been inspired by our topic on the Biz Boost last week, which was advertising and social media. Now, I'm going to be sharing a couple of tips in this short video just to inspire you as you go about doing your thing and creating some advertising of your own. I think what's one of the most important things that we forget is that actually the most important thing in advertising is your goal, knowing exactly what it is that you want to achieve. Because ultimately, advertising is getting people to move from doing one thing to doing something else. So once you know what your goal is, you need to think to yourself, what is it that you want to say? And then finally, how are you going to tell them? How are you going to reach them and make sure that they hear your message? Right, three of the most important questions in the entire job of advertising. Remember, of course, that you want them to take action. You want them to jump from one bowl to the next. And so don't forget that whatever you advertise, you need to not only make it about them, about what their needs are and what they're going to get out of it, but also pair it with a call to action. Without the call to action, your advertising does some really wonderful things around perhaps emotional connection or even around awareness. But come on, guys, we just don't have the big budgets of the big brands. And so you need to create calls to action that will give people a little bit of a push from thinking about your product or even just liking the idea of it to actually trying it out. So always think to yourself in your piece of advertising, what is my call to action? Now, calls to action are not that complicated. If we're going to be really honest, we can just look at some of the tried and tested methods of getting people to act. Cold calling gets you to really speak to the people who need the product, and you can pair that up with some sort of an event, whether that is a promotion or a time-specific price off, or even some sort of buy one, get one free. Or in my specific case, I very often do a kickoff of a new course or a new seminar, right? Events. Don't underestimate them. People, of course, are always a bit skeptical, but a referral works like a charm. It's the kind of things you need to really think about in a proactive way. How can you make referrals a real marketing lever for you and not just something that happens occasionally? And then finally, guys, do not forget the real simple, tried and trusted methods. Pamphlets. It might be as simple as standing somewhere and handing out pamphlets. Now, of course, these are all old-fashioned methods. They're still very effective and very effective in South Africa, I must say. But don't be scared to try digital out using some of these very important techniques.